Grand Theft Auto. It's a franchise that's pretty much become synonymous with gaming itself. And now with the recent launch of the first official trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6, the internet is awash with hype, rumors, and hot takes. The question is, what exactly is it that sets GTA apart from its innumerable competitors? Well, for one, it's a game you can literally keep on playing and never get tired of. I'm talking about GTA Online in particular here. But more than that, it's a series that has always commented on and explored the nature of society and even life itself. Join us now as we take a retrospective look at the GTA franchise and discuss its rising cultural significance. GTA has been around since 1997, and since then, the series has gone from strength to strength, evolving into a global sensation that is enjoyed by countless millions of people from all over the world. I don't know how old I was when I got my hands on the very first Grand Theft Auto, but it's safe to say I was way too young for the content on offer. In any case, I absolutely love the game. The bird's eye view perspective reminded me of playing with toy cars and building towns out of Lego, but instead of just imagining the goings on, I could actually behave as well or as badly as I wanted, and I wouldn't get grounded for it. Arrested or killed in game, yes, but not grounded. From its irreverent humor and cast of colorful, and often highly stereotypical characters, to its high-speed police chases and copious amounts of cartoonish hyperviolence, there was just nothing about Grand Theft Auto I didn't like. As much as I loved Grand Theft Auto 2, I have to admit that my favorite part of the 2D era was the Grand Theft Auto London expansion pack. Yes, this was before DLCs were a thing. The best feature here was blowing up a bunch of cars with a rocket launcher, then hijacking and lining up several vehicles, stealing a double-decker bus, and subsequently driving it at full speed into the line. Sometimes you wouldn't even blow yourself up. It was truly magical and probably some of the most satisfyingly idiotic fun I have ever had in gaming. Right from the beginning though, what really made the GTA game so great was their level of self-awareness and notable effort to include different cultures, tropes, and nationalities into the game. And of course, with self-awareness, the games are packed full of humor which today would be considered culturally insensitive, sexist, racist, and just downright offensive. But the great thing about the games is that the humor isn't directed at any one group and serves to highlight the absurd realities inherent within society and satirize human behavior as a whole. Love them or hate them, the 2D era of GTA served as the building blocks for the 3D games that we have all grown to adore, or loathe if you're so inclined. Then in 2001, everything changed forever with the release of Grand Theft Auto 3, which allowed players to explore Liberty City as an immersive 3D world for the first time ever. Gamers got to take on the role of Claude, a silent protagonist who, after being double-crossed, sets out to get revenge and establish himself as a force to be reckoned with within the world of GTA. Seeing that Claude is the strong, silent type, I have to wonder if he may have served as an influence for Ryan Gosling's characters in Drive and Blade Runner 2049. Anyway, being a massive fan of the 2D games, I went out of my way to get my hands on GTA 3 and loved every second of it. My little brother actually ended up overwriting my saved game, which led to me getting my own memory card and me not talking to him for a few days. Now, one thing I will say about GTA 3 is that you definitely took more notice of the world around you, including the absolute slew of adult jokes hidden in plain sight across Liberty City. Also bear in mind that I was 14 when I played the game, so this may have had some role in me noticing more. Some of my favorites include the ruckus security company, the Liberty City Cox, and the Fudge Packing Corporation. Yeah, look, some of it is just plain silly, but what with GTA 3 being open world, I felt like Rockstar was taking a jab at modern society and popular culture as a whole. And to be honest, it's exactly the kind of stuff I expect to see in my games. Then the release of GTA Vice City in 2002 just upped the stakes with an all-new location and the introduction of Tommy Vercetti into the mix. As the first GTA protagonist with an actual personality which was brought beautifully to life thanks to the talents of the late great Ray Liotta, Vice City was even more immersive, entertaining and humorous than GTA 3. I loved the game's plot, characters and representation of American culture in the 1980s. Something about Vice City just felt more relevant and close to home than its predecessor, and I think it's at this stage where Rockstar really started pushing the self-awareness and social commentary thing a lot harder. GTA Vice City is a gem of a game and one that I'm glad I got to experience. But then Rockstar went even further with GTA San Andreas, which released in 2004. To say I was utterly blown away by the level of detail and expansive map would be an understatement. San Andreas really pushed the boundaries of what was achievable on the PS2 and managed to pull off an experience that I would have thought impossible just a year or two prior. I don't know how many hours I spent playing the game, but it was a lot. And somehow Rockstar had made something even bigger, more immersive and hard-hitting than they had achieved before. San Andreas had a ton to say about modern culture and our obsession with fast food, fast cars, violence and sex. And I dare say it nailed the delivery damn near perfectly. The game that made my jaw hit the floor though was undoubtedly Grand Theft Auto 4, which came out 4 years later in 2008. Man, was I astounded by just how good the game was. The graphics were significantly better, the city itself was far more detailed, and the action was even more intense. However, the map was a lot smaller than San Andreas, so from this perspective, GTA 4 was a bit of a step backwards, but I totally understand why. Nico's a great protagonist, and while the storyline isn't anything groundbreaking, it was more than engaging enough. The thing is, with the greater level of graphical fidelity, GTA 4 felt a lot closer to real life than its predecessors. I think it was at this point that GTA started to feel more like a mirror of the real world than a cartoonish caricature of it, and while the game had certainly left an impression on me in the past, GTA 4 just took things several steps further. More idle animations, vastly improved physics, more incisive humor, and a thoughtfully designed in-game world allowed GTA 4 to take the franchise into a new generation of gaming and impress long-time fans as well as newcomers to the series. And now onto the GTA game that's dominated the world for well over a decade now. That's right, I'm talking about GTA 5, which released in September 2013. What's to say about this game that hasn't been said already? It's so good that it's actually a complete world all its own and something more akin to replacement life than a game. And with GTA Online, GTA 5 has been able to enjoy a huge amount of exposure and a longer than average shelf life since there's new content and updates on a regular basis. But in spite of its tremendous success and great gameplay, GTA 5 is well over 10 years old, and for the longest time there have been murmurings about the release of Grand Theft Auto 6. And now finally, after all this time, we now know that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be out at some point in 2025. And here we are, facing down an all-new GTA game that is unfortunately well over a year away still. Incredibly, the GTA 6 trailer is the most viewed game launch trailer to date, smashing previously held records by a considerable margin. That has to make it one of the most viewed videos on YouTube, and naturally, with the content that was included in its relatively short 90-second runtime, people have spent a considerable amount of time discussing the game and its potential ramifications. But while previous GTA games have mostly satirized society and served as a looking glass for it, the GTA 6 trailer is art imitating life. From images of a woman twerking on the top of a car to another brandishing hammers and various characters showing off in a number of different ways for the camera, GTA 6 is clearly set in a post-pandemic world that is waist-deep in social media influencers, OnlyFans models, deep-seated political divides, and no small amount of utter absurdity. Really, if there was ever a biting summary of the modern condition, it has to be the GTA 6 trailer. Understandably, a lot of people have criticized the trailer for its representation of society as well as the way various cultures and subcultures are portrayed throughout. But the truth of the matter is that just about everything in the trailer is borrowed directly from real life. Rockstar aren't pontificating or satirizing anymore. They're literally just showing us the world as it is, albeit a stylized 3D version of it. And I have to say, from the samples the trailer showed, the game looks absolutely amazing and supremely detailed. If the trailer has caused this much of a stir, I can only imagine that the final game will be even more controversial in nature. In my opinion, if you're upset with what you've seen in the GTA 6 trailer or even previous GTA games, that's totally fine. However, you do have to ask the question as to why you're upset. Is it because it's patently untrue, fabricated stuff that frames people in an unflattering light? Or is it because what you've seen holds a vestige of truth, and in the case of the GTA 6 trailer, is a literal mirror of society, and I guess Florida itself? You don't have to like anything you see. I'm not really sure how you like a lot of stuff, but whether it appeals to you or not, you do kinda have to accept it. And that's a weird thing for everyone if I'm being honest. As the years have passed, GTA has become bigger, better looking, and more immersive, and for this reason, its cultural relevance and impact have similarly increased. I have no doubt that if a 90-second trailer has caused this much of a ruckus, then the actual game and any subsequent marketing material that gets released will do much the same, if not more. Rockstar are no strangers to controversy and bones of contention, and they know there's no better marketing than viral social media posts and reaction videos. GTA has had a profound effect on not only the gaming world, but the world as a whole, and its impact will continue to be felt for many, many years to come. So that's it for today's video, y'all. What's your favorite GTA game? And what are your thoughts on the GTA 6 trailer? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily gaming lore, analyses, and more. From me and the crew, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Later!